I am so horrified by the statement of the Prime Minister as reported in Barbados today in relation to this matter of the performance of the NRSL. And they have reported that the Prime Minister has indicated that the Minister of Finance can say what he feels like saying, but he doesn't have all the data on the performance for the first quarter, and that when he gets it, he will speak to it. Now, if ever there was a contemptuous statement by a Prime Minister to tell people the equivalent of like it or lump it, this is the statement to which we are referring. The Prime Minister told the country on numerous occasions to give him until the 30th of September to determine the performance of the NRSL. On the 3rd of October, the Minister of Finance reported to the Parliament of Barbados that the NRSL had yielded $50 million in the first quarter, and that in his estimation, it had performed very well. Now, you cannot in all conscience look at the workers' representatives, the unions, and the public service workers of this country and ask them to continue to treat to silence when you have told them, after 30,000 of them went to the streets, to hold strain, after they met with you at a national consultation on the 11th of August, you cannot now turn to them after 9 years of no pay increase, after asking them to hold on, and what does the Prime Minister say? That he has not yet seen the files. Now, is the Prime Minister trying to tell us that he cannot take the word of his Minister of Finance on the floors of Parliament, the highest court of the land? Or is he telling us that he and the Minister of Finance don't belong to the same country and therefore don't have the opportunity to speak? Or is he telling us that the Minister of Finance is not his charge and that he cannot call the Minister of Finance and ask for the files and that he is not in charge? He, the Prime Minister, is not in charge. And therefore, who is in charge of the Minister of Finance if not the Prime Minister? We have to ask ourselves these questions because no right-thinking Barbadian can believe that a Prime Minister who has held the public servants waiting in vain can now say to them that he has not gotten to it and that they will effectively have to wait. I want to say this. This government needs to stop playing a political football with the public servants of Barbados. If the public servants deserve the pay increase, as we believe that they do, give it to them. And if you don't feel that you can give them a full pay increase because you need more negotiations, at the very least, give them a cost of living allowance, a coping subsidy, whatever you want to call it. Because while you are trying to have these discussions and look for these files, people are falling through the cracks. They have to go to the supermarket every week. They have rent to pay. They have water bills to pay. They have light bills to pay. They have children who are studying. They have elderly parents who are in need of assistance. And this notion that you can get around to it when you feel like getting around to it or when you are good and ready is unacceptable. And if you are doing it because you believe that you can treat them as the final score, that you can use this as the thing that will give you 3 points, because we're on a basketball court, 3 points in the political run-up to the election, by giving them a pay increase just on the eve of the election, I say to you, stop it. Stop it. And I ask the people of this country to make a serious call on the Prime Minister. Do right by the public servants of this country who are working beyond the call of duty and have done so for 9 years without this government even once looking in on them.